What is up, guys, and welcome to my new trade recap. Today was amazing day. So the last trade we took was loss, and today we had finally a nice banger win. So it was 2.2 risk reward win. As you can see right here, here's the results. I took it light risk, but since it was such a huge risk reward like 2.2, I usually target like 1.5, something like that, and we made in total of 4.04k. So like $4,040 from one single trade that played out in like I think 4 minutes. So this is literally the results so far this month. We passed just 10k this month because here we made a little like with this loss we pulled back a little bit to like 6 point something k in profits, and now we are again above 5 figures in profits for this month, and it's only like 2/3 of the month, so we still have a long way to go. So let's see today what was on the table on the charts. Let's just see. So I'm gonna scale out. I'm gonna go right here in the replay mode like I always do it with you guys. I walk you through everything. We are gonna go right here. This is the first thing that we need to note. So like above us we have a swept London high. So this wasn't there, this was the open candle. So we swept a London high and just left a Asia high, but Asia high wasn't really strong because you can see Asia high is in the middle of the move to the downside. So Asia high isn't such a huge draw on liquidity right here, and London highs was swept. So that's the point to the upside. Like we do not need to necessarily go to the upside right here because there is no like strong draw on liquidity that is close. Then the second thing, we have right here a London low and a New York lows. Like New York AM and lunch isn't important, but we have New York AM lows. And also if we scale out all the way to the 4-hour, let's say, you can see that we inversed this fair value gap right here. So this fair value gap closed below, which means we are likely to go to the next liquidity point, which is this one. And then on the 1-hour time frame, you can see that we also inverse, not this, but it looks like this, another fair value gap, which means we are likely to go to the next liquidity. Because I always learn people that once we inverse something, market is 95% of the time going to go for the next liquidity in that direction. So this right here is the next liquidity. And right now what we are going to do, since we know that we do not really need to go to the upside, we do not really need to go to the downside, like bias is really mixed because look at the amount of liquidity we have to the upside. So like this inversion right here is telling us that market wants to go to the downside, but this right here is just such a huge amount of liquidity that I said to my literally Discord members, to my one-on-one students, that today bias is a little bit weird and I'm just going to wait for the open to see what happens. And I said that I'm a little bit more bullish because of all these highs, but they just quickly changed when we started dumping on the open. Like it is pretty clear. So let's right now go to, let's say, 1 minute, and we are going to go to the open. I'm going to remove this. Let's see what happened right at the open. So open was right here. Market is nowhere really special. We just started dumping like crazy, you can see. And yeah, this literally ruined for me all the buys that I wanted to go in. And one of my students took this trade, which, why is this trade not that good? Because this trade is actually closed in another fair value gap. So we did inverse this fair value gap down here, but we did not inverse this huge fair value gap up here. And you always have to watch out if we are in some kind of unretested fair value gap or something like that, because we can instantly reverse the market like this after you enter the trade. So that's like for all the people that wanted to enter this one, that's it. So let's now wait. There was few more opportunities to the upside. Let's just wait and see. So right here also the same example. If you want to enter on this inverse, we are in this fair value gap, so we literally cannot enter until we literally close above of all of these fair value gaps right here. So what happened right here? Market just went to the upside, as you can see, we created a SMT, I think exactly right here, like this. Yep, on the 5-minute chart this happened. So on the 5-minute chart we inversed this fair value gap on the 5 minutes. So I'm going to run you through. This is going to be a little bit maybe complicated for you guys, but I'm going to run you through so clear. So we were inside a 5-minute fair value gap. We created SMT, which means ES, this chart right here. I'm going to show you right now this chart right here. As you can see, this high is gonna be, and wait, I missed the high. So this high right here swept on the ES. So these are the same two highs on the ES and on the NQ, and basically one swept and one didn't, which means it's a SMT, smart money trap, and basically market is very likely to reverse. So that happened. Then on the 5-minute we inverse this to the downside. Why didn't I enter right here? Because other time frames did not inverse. If you go on the 3-minute time frame, you can see that right here the fair value gaps looks like this, and I wanted to wait for an extra confluence for a 3-minute to close also. So what happened, we got a closure right here. I got into trade, I put my stop loss above the candle wick right here, and I targeted this low down here. It was 2.2 risk to reward. I took it a little bit lighter because it's not such a clean looking A plus setup, but still, since it was 2.2 risk to reward, I got huge profits. And as you can see, it just ran straight to the profit, like maybe a little bit of drawdown, but it quickly turned out just green and ran literally straight to the profits. After that happened, literally no setups at all. We just continued dropping down, and yeah, that was literally the end of my day. So I hope you guys learned something valuable in this trade recap, because you really could have, because a lot of interesting things happened today. So yeah, basically that's it for my day, and these are once again my results for the month if you guys want to check them out. And yep, I'm gonna see you guys in the next trade recap. See you.